So 6-4 tree diagram and list combinations. So we could have started with this thing, but we're doing it at the end because I feel like it's pretty simple. But we're going to go over it just because I think it's important. Tree diagrams may be used to represent a probability space. Tree diagrams may represent a series of independent events of conditional probabilities. Each node of the diagram represents an event and is associated with the probability of that event. So, for example, look at the first one. The coin below is flipped. There is an equal chance of heads or tails. The second time it's flipped, there's an equal chance of heads or tails. And so forth, for as many times as you flip the coin. So they flipped the coin once, and they had option of heads or tails, right? Okay, well, I got heads on the first one. I flip it again, I have an option of heads or tails. Or if I got tails, I had the option of heads or tails on the second one, right? It's just going to keep on going. On example 2, this is the same coin toss, but just arranged sideways. So this way, it's going up and down. This way, it's going sideways. Okay? These are tree diagrams. It says, create a tree diagram for flipping a coin and then rolling a fair-sided number cube. So I would create my coin like this. I would say heads or tails. And then what are your options for a fair-sided number cube? What? 1 through 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 tails. So you could get all of these options. So every line is an option. So heads 1 is an option, right? Yeah. Heads 2 is an option. Heads 3 is an option. Those are all options. And we're going to talk about that here in just a second.
And then like heads and tails of each number.
Yeah, but if it says flipping a coin and then rolling a fair side, then you need to lift the coin first. Because it's rolling a fair-sided number cube. Those are your options on a fair-sided number cube. So this one says coin first. Okay, you could have also done it this way. Heads and tails, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that way. And it can look that way, okay? So it can go either direction, whatever you feel more comfortable with, okay? If you look at the next page, so what are your options on the, okay? It says list the following following combinations from the previous one. So we had heads and then 1, heads 2, heads 3, heads 4, heads 5, heads 6. And then we had what? Tails 1, tails 2, tails 3, tails 4, tails 5, and tails 6. Those are all the possible outcomes that we could have. Because we have heads or tails on the coin, and then 1 through 6 on the number cube. Okay? Pretty simple, right? Not too bad. Okay, so look at exercise 3. It says, list the combinations for the following situation. Garrett has to wear a uniform to school. He has 3 pairs of pants, khaki, navy, and black, 4 polos, red, yellow, green, and purple, 2 jackets, jean and leather, and he lists all the possible combinations. So he has to wear a pants, a shirt, and a jacket. Okay? Does that make sense? So we're going to use the first letter of each. Okay? So we're going to start with khaki. Our first options are, I'm going to do a tree diagram first. Okay? So I'm going to say khaki, and then navy, and black. So then from there he has what? 4 colors. Red, yellow, green, and purple. So we're red, yellow, green, and purple. And then that's the same thing for the navy, red, yellow, green, and purple. And for the black pants, red, yellow, green, and purple. Okay? Now what's our last option? Jacket. So we can do jean or leather. So from here, we're going to go J or L. J or L. J or L. J or L. And all the way across. Okay? Most of the time, rarely are you going to draw a tree diagram, but there's quite often that there's a visual of it that you kind of have to check and see if it's right. Are you good with that? So you're not going to have to draw it, but most of the time, but there is a visual so you can say, hey, that's not the right way, or that is the right way. Okay? So now we're going to list them. Okay? This is the tree diagram part, and the listing is just, I would do, you have K, R, J. What does that represent? It represents khaki, red shirt, jean jacket. Right? And then what would you have? K, R, L. Because that's khaki, red shirt, leather jacket.
That's a lot of choices.
Yeah, there's a lot of choices. Okay? So, we're going to talk about that later on, but you're going to go khaki, yellow, jean, khaki, yellow, leather, khaki green jean, khaki green leather, and then khaki purple jean, khaki purple leather, and that's the first set. KPL purple. So, navy red jean, navy red leather. Yes, I mean. Oh, I'm sorry. That should have been a J right there.
Is that right? It was actually not that hard.
Yep. Now you're gonna do all 3 rows though. Freedom is seeing this, and I hope you are seeing this too. Every line creates, so you could go K, black right there. And then your next one is K, right there. Do you see? So you would go khaki, red, jean, khaki, red, leather. Okay? So khaki, yellow, jean, khaki, yellow, leather. And you would go through the rows, and that's how you would list your thing. So that's what the tree diagram is showing you. It's showing you how it's spread out, and you could go down the row and find the combinations. So I'm going to tell you how we should find the combinations. We should know that there are 3 pairs of pants, right? Yeah. 3 pairs of pants. And then there are 4 colors of shirts and 2 jackets, right? Okay, so 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So I should have 24 options listed here. And if I don't, I did something wrong. Because it's 3 options times the shirt options times the jacket options. So he has 24 different outfits. He could wear a different outfit every month. Sort of. Okay? Different jacket maybe. But, so that's the plan. You could wear a different outfit every month. Okay? Or every day. So that's how you list it. Remember, this is a tree diagram. And this is a listing combination. So if you see it saying tree diagram, this is how you would see it. Yeah. And then listing is this way. Okay, a lot of times, the only thing I want you to see on a question, they would say, okay, list the combinations for a number cube that is greater than 3 and a coin is flipped. Okay? So what are the numbers greater than 3 on the number cube? 4, 5, and 6, right? On the coin. No, the coin. What are your options? Heads and? Tails. So 4 heads, 4 tails. 5 heads, 5 tails. 6 heads, 6 tails. So that would be a listing of all my options there. Does that make sense? So that's where it comes up. It shows you a list of things. I'm going to show you a question here in just a minute. But that's kind of where you're getting your primary stuff from. Everybody clear on this so far?